Wow, Flygon, you're so weak. You don't even bring the Flipper down to a possible sash. Such a weak mod. Unless if I miss all my moves, that is. So now I missed the Draco Meteor, so now the Glamora is gonna catch a Hurricane to the face. That's real nice. I'm here to prove the Flygon. I'm here to prove it's good. I get one-shotted by it. Cause I missed Draco Meteor, oh my gosh. I'm here to prove the Flygon's actually good, and I'm giving it an opportunity to prove itself. And it can't land any moves, and the one Draco it lands, it doesn't even bring the Flipper down to its focus sash with how weak it is. Not making yourself look really good for the first. What is up, everybody? Back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Regulation H VGC. Flygon is a dragon type in a format with a bunch of other dragon types that's kind of been overlooked and hasn't really seen much usage at all for the Regulation H format so far. It has a really cool ability with Levitate, giving it a free immunity to a lot of the ground types. Stuff like Garchomp and a few other stuff that's going Terra Ground, and some more of your like ground spam type teams. And you also make really good use of Terra Poison, being that you only have one weakness with the Levitate ability. So you're also another dragon that actually is pretty fast, and you get a few different types of moves, one being Tailwind, which is also pretty nice, a pretty fast Tailwind user. And a ground type's also pretty good in the format, because there really isn't much ground types that are actually pretty good currently. So we're going to see if there's actually a team where Flygon can actually work. Is Flygon actually worth using? We're going to find that out on this team. It's teamed by Crustalia. We actually featured a bunch of their teams in the past on the channel. Seeing this team, I kind of wanted to feature for you guys. I haven't not seen much Flygon at all in this format. I think I ran into it maybe like a handful of times, and every single one of those times it was usually on a sand team alongside like T-Tar and Excadrill, just mainly because it has Levitate, so you can kind of support both of those two with like Tailwind, and you don't have to take any Sandstorm chip damage. You can run like Focus Sash and like a few other supportive moves alongside those two. It's more of a supportive mod. So that's the only teams I've really seen it on. I haven't seen it on any other teams. So to kind of break this team down for you guys, we're going to hop in some games. Appreciate all your guys' support on the recent videos as well. At least like the last, I don't know, at least like 3 to 5 videos you guys probably seen over like the last week and a half. And I kind of bulk recorded a bunch of videos, so I'm finally getting caught up to where like I'm actually recording some newer stuff for you guys. So if some of those stuff, at least when I've uploaded it seemed a little bit outdated, or maybe some of those teams maybe seemed a little bit outdated, or stuff I talked about in those videos, that's kind of why. I know there's a few people asking me why, so I'll talk a little about this team. You got the Flygon on this team with the Focus Sash. I think the main reason with Flygon is like its stats really aren't the greatest. I think it's one of those mons that really got power crept. I really do. We're going to see if that's the case though. But you got the Draco Meter and the Earth Power there, and you have Tailwind, which is pretty good for a base 100 speed stat, which ain't too bad. So we're going to see how it works on this team. You also have Terra Poison with only the Psychic type weakness, which is kind of cool. Got the Scarlet on this team. You got the Fire, Water, Grass core. This team does have a Fairy Dragon Steel core, but the Steel type is a Terra, so I don't know how viable that actually is. It's there if you really need it, I guess. You got the Scarlet with the Clear Ammo with its Bulk Up and 2 attacks. Kind of is more of a standard set with Terra Grass. Covert Cloacamungus with the Pollen Puff to kind of keep everything healthy and just spam Spore. Pretty standard set. You also have Terra Dark, which is kind of interesting. I'm not sure what Terra Dark is for, apart from like either Size Spam as like a Size Spam check, or for like Priority Taunt, which I don't think is really that common in the format. So I'm assuming it's mainly for Size Spam to be able to put that type of stuff to sleep, catch them off guard. Got the Power Herb Glamora with the Terra Grass, just a pretty standard set. You're running the Energy Ball on this though, which is kind of interesting. Usually they run Earth Power. I think the reason why it's not running Earth Power is because Flygon's on this team as like the main ground type. So we're going to see how that actually works. Safety Goggles Clefable, just your standard redirection Clefable set. Not really too much crazy about it. With some speed control for the Icy Wind. And you got AV Rillaboom with Terra Fire, just more of a standard set. So a few standard things, a few things kind of out of the ordinary, a little bit different than usual. We're going to see how this team does. Let's hop in some games. Alright, we're here with the game. Opponents running the Greninja, Annihilate, Clipper, Arclidon, Clodsire, and Rillaboom. So like a hybrid rain team. Greninja is another mon that I kind of want to build around. It's a really cool mon. I think it has a lot of potential. Like, it's one of those mons that's on my list to kind of try to build around here with like the next month or two. What do I want to bring to this? I mean, this really isn't that good of a matchup for me. Like, Glamora here is really good. I think I lead Flygon Glamora, actually. Yeah, I can get my Tailwind up, and then I can just, like, one-shot the Pelipper. Turn 1 would be really nice. I could also go Terra Grass if I need to. And then I have Arclidon there, which gets hit by Earth Power, so... like, he can't Electroshock the Flygon either, which is really nice. What else do I want to bring here? I think I bring Rillaboom. AV Rillaboom ain't bad here. I want to bring Scarlet too. Like, my team's just really weak to rain because a lot of this team is grass types. And a lot of the Terras on this team are also grass Terra. That's the main problem I'm kind of having. I'll bring Amoonguss as my last mon. I don't know. I don't really know what I should bring as my last mon if I'm being real. That might actually cost me. If it comes down to like the Amoonguss versus like the Clodsire and like one other mon on his team, I might just get stalled to death. So that's kind of risky, but hopefully it doesn't get to that point. This team kind of, at least on paper versus like at least this rain team, really isn't the greatest matchup. Ninja Pelipper, okay. This ain't too bad. I think the main issue is that the Greninja outspeeds Glamora here. It's the main problem. I'm going to Tailwind. And then I'm going to Spiky Shield on this turn. I want to see what the Greninja does, because I think he could Terra here, and he is also maybe Protein, so... I want to see if he actually has, like, Water Shuriken with Loaded Dice, which is also pretty common, like the most common set in the rain. Helping Hand, uh-oh. I'm hoping he goes after the Glamora, so that way I get a free wind up here. Okay, nice. He does have Water Shuriken, so I'm kind of forced to go Terra Grass, unfortunately. I'm in an okay spot here, though. Like, I can go Terra Grass if I really want to. I'm gonna Draco here. I don't think a Draco, funny enough, I don't think a Draco actually one-shots Greninja. Flygon's just too weak. Like, even though Greninja's paper-thin defense. I don't know, I'm gonna Draco the Pelipper here. And then I'm gonna Terra Grass, Meteor Beam into the Greninja on this turn. I think the Pelipper's probably Sash. This should clearly just straight up one-shot him though, unless the Greninja's the Sash user. Wow, he actually protects. Wow, Flygon, you're so weak. You don't even bring the Pelipper down to a possible Sash. Such a weak mod. If he made the 1 million IQ play here and actually just went for like Hurricane onto the Glamora, predicting a Terra Grass, that'd be crazy here. Oh, he gets his Tailwind up. Okay, that sucks. That's bad. That tells me he's probably Sash Pelipper, though. I don't know. I'm going to Draco again. I'm just going to Draco here, and then I'm going to go for Energy Ball. He might predict me to go for Spiky Shield again, but I don't know what Greninja has to really one-shot me. Face Beam, that's fine. I'm Sash, so like I think both Mons on this turn drop. Unless if I miss all my moves, that is. So now I missed the Draco Meteor, so now the Glamora is gonna catch a Hurricane to the face. That's real nice. I'm here to prove the Flygon. I'm here to prove it's good. I get one-shotted by it. Cause I missed Draco Meteor, oh my gosh. I'm here to prove the Flygon's actually good, and I'm giving it an opportunity to prove itself. And it can't land any moves, and the one Draco it lands, it doesn't even bring the Flipper down to its focus sash with how weak it is. Not making yourself look really good for the first match. There's a reason why I kind of think nobody's using Flygon, at least as of now. Maybe it'll change my mind sooner or later, but this first match, if we lose, it's because of that, for sure. I'm actually going to keep the Flygon around. I'm going to switch out here. And then I'm just going to fake out the Flipper on this turn. If he has Arclet on in the back, I just want to keep it around for that. But like, I doubt I'm even going to be able to two-shot Arclet on if he's Assault Vest. Hex, okay. Fake out, that's fine. Like, what I want to do here is if he has Arclet on as his last one, like, I want to make it so the Moongus is on the field. So, like, I'm going to try to get rid of the Flipper on this turn, but he might just straight up withdraw and go right out into Arclet on, which could be a bit of an issue. So I'm going to Paw and Puff here just to try to do some damage. And then I'm going to Grassy Glide. I think he goes right into Arclet on here and he saves the Flipper for later in the match. At least that's what I would do. There's no reason to even keep it in here, like it gets outspent, and he probably predicts a Grassy Glide on this turn anyways. You can get a free +1 defense boost. Find out if he actually brought Arclet on though. Here he comes. Here's the Arclodon. Is that Arclodon? Well, yeah, it is Arclodon. He made the exact play that I said to. Like, the exact play. I wish I would have went for Spore. Spore would have been great. I think, like, worst case scenario is if he has, like, Draco Meteor, but I don't think he actually one-shots anything here. We'll see if he's Assault Vest. And, like, I kind of predict the Rillaboom to switch out here back into Flipper, I think, so I'm just going to go for Woodhammer here. I'm really making all these predictions. Like, I gotta... Oh, he's not Assault Vest. He's not Assault Vest Arclodon, so that's one good thing. So there's a chance I can still maybe win. It's gonna come down to, like, if I can keep the Moongus around, though. Because if he doubles into a Moongus, then I'm gonna have a bit of a problem. Because he's going to try to... He has to fake out a Moongus on this turn, for sure. I have Protect, though, so I'm just going to Protect here, predicting fake out. I could High Horsepower him here, too. I guess could be a decent play. He's at +1 defense. I kind of want to see how much damage it'll do to him. But at the same time, I don't want to buff his Body Press. I think I'm just going to Woodhammer the Rillaboom here. I want to try to make it a 1v2. That's my main goal here, to keep the Moongus around, like, so I can put it to sleep. Tear Grass. So I can't even put him to sleep anyways. I can hit him with Pollen Puff, though. Maybe that'll do something. I doubt it, but... I'm glad I never went for High Horsepower. It wouldn't have done anything anyways. Outspeed his Rillaboom. I do about half. It's gonna be like a 3 KO though, because he's gonna get his health back from Train. I'm Assault Vest. I don't really care. That still does nothing. High horsepower, that's fine. I think what I do here is I double in. I double into the Rillaboom on this turn. I think with a Pollen Puff, the Pollen Puff damage here, I should be able to get the KO on the Rillaboom, and I don't think the Arcodon from this range can get a KO on me unless he has Draco Meteor. A lot of them aren't even running Draco Meteor either. They're running more of like, they're running either Dragon Pulse or Steel type move and like Body Press, and he has Protect too, so he doesn't even have 4 moves. So there's one move on his set that he's missing. He misclicks and goes for Fake Out. That sucks to be you, bud. I'm assuming he has Electro Shot, Body Press, and then maybe like Dragon Pulse, assuming. Or like a Steel type move. That still does nothing even at +2. 5, so now it's a 2v1. A 3v1 technically, I still Flygon in the back that outspeeds him. It's not going to do any damage at all, really. I can hit him with a Draco if I can land it, at least. So I'm just going to start going for Pollen Puff here. I'm going to start Pollen Puffing. Now I'm going to go for Wood Hammer. The issue now, though, is like the Rillaboom is literally legit, like useless. It literally does nothing. Pollen Puff actually does a solid amount of health, though. I think at like +4 from this range, he can maybe get a KO on the Amoonguss. I'm just going to go for Pollen Puff again. I want the Rillaboom to drop so I can get a free switch into the Flygon and try to land a Draco. And get him as low as possible, that's what I really want. He's going to play the Protect game, but you're just stalling out your rain turns. Rain's gone now, so like we're gonna see what other move he has. Does he have Dragon Pulse or does he have a Steel type move? We're gonna find out right now. Woodhammer literally does nothing because he's so high in defense. It's Flash Cannon, okay. That sucks though because Amoonguss drops. He knows the Amoonguss is the only one doing damage too. So that's kind of why he kept the Rillaboom around. This match is going to come down to the Flygon, like how much damage a Draco Meteor from the Flygon can do here. That's what this is going to come down to. It has to do enough to where like the Wood Hammer can actually get like a 2-hit KO on him, but like I don't know if it's even going to do enough. This is the moment of truth for where Flygon can prove itself right here. You already failed me the first 2 turns, you missed out on doing a lot of damage, and then you missed a Draco the second turn, I think, so. Protect. I need a crit here or something too. A crit would be really helpful. It has to be like the strongest Draco you've ever done. I need it right now. Or a crit too, like a crit would be really nice. Get a crit Draco. A crit Draco would redeem yourself. Right now, you gotta do it right now. That literally does nothing. That literally legit does nothing. you need a crit with this. A crit would be great. No, I don't get no crit. I don't know, I think it only takes one game to see why nobody is using Flygon. I can already tell you guys why. Flygon is as weak as piss. That's probably why. Keep in mind, this Archlydon is not even assault vested. It barely did about 30 to 35% to an uninvested, or I don't know if it's uninvested Archlydon, but like a leftover is not even an assault vest Archlydon. That is legit all it did. I'm assuming, let's see if there'll be a spread on this. I think this is pretty for sure this is a fully offensive. Yeah, this is a fully offensive Flygon, and that it literally did 35 to 40% with a Draco to a non-AV Archlydon. I don't know how I win this. Like, I don't think there's any way I win. I just surrender. There's no way I win. This was a match that I should have won, but I missed half my damage. The Plipper stayed around an extra turn, and that really cost me because the Plipper would have been gone a lot sooner. So I think I kind of lost the match at that point in the game. Oh, pretty much what this first match was, we lost the game because the Flygon missed turn 2. That's kind of what it came down to. And then every time we needed to do damage, it doesn't do nearly the amount of damage that we need. Really, really, really disappointed. Got a lot of work to do. Hopefully we can try to, I don't know, maybe it can prove itself in these next few matches, I don't know. Not having any hopes for this thing at all, though. I'll see you guys in another match. Alright, we are the match. My opponent's running like a restricted or like an illegal team. It's like a Regulation H team with a Latios slapped onto it. Dozo, Tatsugiri, Flamingo, Torterra, Latios, and Volcarona. So what do I want to do here? For sure need to bring Glamora. Glamora is great in this match. Really good. Tailwind also wouldn't really be too bad here. I think I really need to bring Clefable too. If he has Dozo Tatsugiri, I really want to bring Clefable. I'm not going to lead with it though. I'm going to bring it in the back. I'm going to lead Flygon. I want Tailwind. I think I'm going to lead Flygon here. I'm going to lead Scarlet. It pairs pretty well into his team, especially under Tailwind. I'm going to bring the Glamora, and then I'm going to bring Clefable here. I think that's what I'm going to do. That'll be the squad. Latios is a huge threat to this team, too, because it's so fast, and like, it hits way too hard. I really don't have much for Latios, apart from, like, Rillaboom, which I'm not even bringing. I'm just going to Tailwind. I'm just going to Tailwind here. I could Protect here, but I outspeed Torterra anyways. Unless I think Latios gets Tailwind too. I'm just going to Bitter Blade here. I'm just going to Bitter Blade. I forgot. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I forgot Latios actually gets Simple Beam. Get this thing out of here, please. Okay, well, I pretty much one-shotted at turn 1, so... Wow, this is so broken. Simple Beam Torterra with Shell Smash. My opponent's cooking. It's the fucking +4 boost. With the White Herb. Oh, that's crazy. That is fucking busted. Too bad Latios is restricted, though. It's not legal in VGC. Otherwise, that would actually be kind of cool. That'd be a really cool strategy to run. What I really want to do, I have Tailwind up, but like, even with Tailwind, I don't think I outspeed anything. The only good thing here is, though, is like I have Sash, so like I'm just go for... I mean, I think I might actually have to Draco. I might have to Draco the Torterra here just to get rid of it, because I don't think Earth Power will kill him. Because resistant Flygon's so piss weak. And I'm going to Protect here. Draw, that's fine. Wow, that the co-star Flamingo copied his stat. Oh, that's broken. Holy fuck, is that broken? And I miss another Draco. This thing needs to be fucking released. I am sorry, y'all, but I think this is probably the worst mod I think I've used in quite a while. You never would think it would be Flygon, but this thing fucking sucks. It cannot land a move to save its life. It really cannot. And now I'm gonna get fucking destroyed by Flamingo because it just copied all its plus 4 stats. I don't have Shadow Sneak on this thing either. So, like, I'm fucked. I really am. I think the only good thing is like, I have Clefable in the back. But I think he outspeeds me for sure here at plus 4 speed. He does. He has Earthquake, too. Wow, I think I just got swept because there was a chance I could win with the Flamingo because he would have to kill the Flygon there. But, like, me missing the Draco, I think, is going to come down to me, like, losing the game again, I think. Like, that's really what it's going to come down to here. I'm going to lose the game because of the fucking Draco miss. Thank gosh I have Clefable. Holy fuck. I'm gonna protect here. Wait, no, I'm not gonna protect. That was the wrong mon. I'm gonna Icy Wind here. And then I'm gonna protect. I'm gonna go for the Spiky Shield here. Combat. Perfect. He can go for Earthquake here too, but like it's not gonna do as much damage because I have Unaware, so. He might not know that, but we're going to find out how much it still even does here. Actually, still does a lot of damage. I think even with like a -1 speed drop, though, he's still like +3 speed. And there's no way I outspeed him still. I'm going to eat a +4 close combat to the face. Like, I don't think there's any way I live that. I mean, I could go for Follow Me here, too, I guess. Follow Me wouldn't be too bad, which I think I'm going to do. I have Meteor Beam. Do I go Terra Grass here? Just try to predict a Psychic-type move? I think I'm going to. I'm going to go Terra Grass here. I'm going to go for Meteor Beam onto the Flamingo. This game's really close, but, like, I don't know if it's still winnable or not. Like, I'm going to try to keep going and see if I can win this. But, like, this is a real uphill match. I don't even know his last mon. Like, Latios just fucking destroys me, too, if he has, like, Dex. Of course he does. Of course he does. Of course. Oh, yes, he's trying to copy the stats from the Flamingo, but he copied me. Perfect. That's nice. So I just keep spamming Follow Me now. It's fine. I think the only shady thing is, though, is like I'm Terra Grass with Energy Ball, and like Energy Ball doesn't do shit to both of his mons. So like that kind of sucks. Like my main stab thing doesn't really do much. I'm just gonna keep spamming Follow Me here, and I'm gonna Sludge Bomb. I should be able to tank like an Acrobatics. I don't know if I can tank 2 moves though. That's gonna be the issue. The Brave Bird. He takes recoil from that. That still does a fuck ton of damage. The Psych Up. He's going to keep on going for Psych Up. He wants those damn stat boosts. So I threw a huge wrench into his plans now, so he cannot get his stats now. I'm assuming he has Psych Up, Simple Beam, and 2 attacking moves. Probably like a Psychic and a Dragon type move. I kind of want a Life Dew here too, but at the same time I just want to Follow Me and start doing damage. can still go for Terra as well, I guess, too. He has Terra available. I don't know. I kind of just want to get rid of the Volcarona because I don't want it setting up on me. I think the Volcarona is a lot more of a threat here, especially if he can keeps going for Psych Up. And like, especially like Simple Beam. Now he's going to give me Simple Beam, so I lose my Unaware. So he's for sure going for Quiver Dance here. Oh, maybe I should have just tried going for like Meteor Beam. I get the poison, that's nice. Maybe if I went for like Meteor Beam, I could have got it out. Actually, got it to work because of the Follow Me. I just keep spamming Follow Me here. Like I don't really care. That's what I do. And I'm a Sludge Bomb again. I think a Sludge Bomb with poison damage might get a KO, but it depends if he sets up again. He wants to go for Psych Up onto the Volcarona, but like I'm not gonna let it happen. There's the Giga Drain. Now it's probably gonna work though because I'm dead. So he's gonna get all of his boost from the Volcarona, and I'm gonna be going against a double boosted Latios and a Volcarona. There it is. At least the good thing here is though, I think if I just Protect on this turn, I think he dies to poison. There's still a chance I can win this. If I can get like a Spludge Bomb poison on the Latios, I can still maybe 2-hit KO him. It comes down to what moves he has. You Terra Steel. Wow. He is Terra Steel. He is Terra Steel. Oh my gosh. That is like the worst one too, because I cannot touch him at all. Even if I had Earth Power too, like it wouldn't affect him because he has Levitate. I think the only way to maybe try to win here is just to try to go for Spit F drops. I just spam Energy Ball here and just try to go for Spit F drops. He's probably gonna just 2-hit KO me though. Let's see what this actually does. Wow, yeah, there's no way I win. There's no way I win. This is another match I lose because I missed a fucking Draco Meteor. So not only one game in a row, now that is 2 games in a row we lose a match because the Flygon misses a Draco Meteor. You cannot make this shit up. That really mattered just mainly because I would have had the Torterra gone a turn earlier, and I would have been able to prioritize going after the Flamingo way earlier in the match. And I would have had way more damage on that thing. So I took a bunch of extra damage for no reason. I'll see you guys in another match. Alright, we're here with another game. My opponent's running kind of like a wheezing neutralizing gas team. Really cool team though. Scyther, I'm assuming has Eviolite. He has Eviolite, Scyther, Garchomp, Hisuian or Galarian Wheezing, I think it is, with neutralizing gas. Porygon Z, Toedscruel, and Hisuian Gudra. Oh, I mean the Clefable has safety goggles, so that's a no-brainer. That's what I bring here. I guess Flygon ain't too bad here either. I think I can lead Flygon. I could actually probably lead a Moongus too, wouldn't be too bad. I just think the only issue is like I can't put the Toedscruel to sleep. But I have Rage Powder, so I can redirect the Spore over to me. I think I'm bring Clefable here. I think it's still pretty good. Clefable here. And I think I'm gonna bring Stereoledge as my last mon. This ain't too bad. This ain't really that bad. I could Tailwind here. I think he just goes after Amoonguss with like dual Wing Beat or Aerial Ace here. Technician boosted. I just don't want him sitting up on me. That's the main thing. I'm just going to try to Spore here. I could probably take an Aerial Ace. Unless he's Terra Grass. He's Terra... Never mind. He's Terra Flying. Never mind. Does nothing. That doesn't affect him now. Dual Wing Beat is a 2-hit KO. Wow, that is crazy. Is that Choice Banded? Is that Banded Scyther? I gotta calc that. That is crazy. Fucking 2-shotted Amoonguss. That is crazy. I'm going to Scarlet here. I outspeed the Scyther though, so that's one good thing. I can go for Tailwind here at least before I die. So I'm going to Tailwind. That's probably the only thing I'll probably be able to do this match. And I'm going to Bitter Blade. That doesn't even get the KO, so that tells me that's probably Eviolite. If that's Eviolite, though, that did how much damage that did to Amoonguss, that's impressive. It really is. You know Flygon's bad when we're going against a fucking Scyther, and I'm more impressed with the Scyther and the amount of damage it did than the Flygon that I'm trying to feature for you guys. There's a big problem. I'm gonna Icy Wind here. He could Protect if he really wants to. I don't know, part of me wants to bulk up, but I think I'm just gonna go for Bitter Blade here. There's the dual Wing Beat. Maybe I should have just protected. I'm probably dead here, actually. I think I should have just went for Protect and just try to go for Icy Wind to let that get the KO. I think I misplayed. I think it was going to do that much damage, though. Iron Head, okay, that's fine. I keep the Scarlet around, that's the main thing, I don't really care. I got Life Dew, so I can recover myself. He has Tailwind too. I think Porygon Z probably outspeeds me here. Do I go for Follow Me though, or just try to get a Life Dew off? I'm gonna Life Dew here. I'm gonna Life Dew and I'm gonna Protect. I hope he goes for like Shadow Ball into the Scarlet here and I can get a free turn. There it is. Nice. Perfect. I'm gonna go Terra Steel on this turn. Terra Steel, Icy Wind. I think from that range, unless he specs, I should be able to live. I know, I kind of want to Life Dew again, though. I'm just going to Life Dew again, I think. I'm going to Life Dew again. And then I'm going to Bitter Blade here. Oh, I forgot to Terra. I forgot to Terra! Because I went back, it cancels your Terra if you go back and redo your moves. Wow, I'm going to lose now. I'm going to lose. I guess maybe I might live with this. Brings me up to 116, so I might live another Iron Head. Yeah, I'm getting lower and lower on health, though. That's the problem. He loses Tailwind. I don't know if it matters that much. Now I'm gonna go Terra Steel. I don't think it matters at this point in the match though. I'm gonna go for Life Dew again. And I'll Bitter Blade to get rid of the Porygon. I don't know, if we lose it, I kind of fucked up because I should have went Terra Steel like 1 or 2 turns earlier, and that's my bad. Instead of taking super effective damage for like 3 turns in a row. Or he just ended up taking me out anyways, okay. So I waste my Terra Steel for nothing, that's what it is. I knew I should have did it on last turn, I fucked up big time. I don't even know if I actually win at this range either. Like, he has knockoff too, so I just lose. There's a fuck ton of damage. Opponent's running a really weird Goodra set. Yeah, he's running like a mixed Goodra. He's running like physical and special Goodra, which is really weird. It's Garchomp too, so there's no way I win anyways. So that pretty much what that tells me is there was no way I won anyways, even if I went Terra Steel on Clefable. That's kind of what it tells me, so I got fucked again. I don't know if it's just this team's really bad, or it's just because it seems like every game I bring Flygon, I lose. Because I did a bunch of testing matches with this team as well, and I did a few testing matches that I never brought the Flygon, and funny enough, the matches that I never brought the Flygon are the ones I actually won. So I think there's a common theme of where every game I bring the Flygon, I lose. So that's not good. Let's talk about this team. There's a lot I want to talk about. As for this team, you think in Regulation H, being that the format now is a lot more fair to a bigger amount of Pokemon, and the power format really isn't as high as like something like Regulation F or Regulation G. Flygon being like a okay Dragon type, or a Dragon type with a pretty good typing and an ability and a really good moveset would actually be able to find some type of viability. And this thing I think just god awful. I'm going to be real with you guys, I think Flygon's probably the worst mon I've featured for you guys, especially like the last month or two. There was some other stuff that I featured that was pretty damn bad, but I think this is the mon that I probably struggle with the most, funny enough. Every single time I brought this thing, I lost. And like the matches I never brought the Flygon, which were some of my testing games with this team, I actually ended up winning. So that just goes to show you how bad this thing is. If you guys are looking to use Flygon, I would not recommend it at all. This thing sucks. I think Flygon's in like, I think it's actually even worse than like Cleaver. Cleaver's another mon that we featured like within the last month. I think it's a god awful mon. At least in VGC. In singles it might be a little bit better, but at least in VGC, I think it's actually somehow worse than Cleaver. I think I would rather even have a Cleaver on this team. I think that it would be even better. And that thing's really garbage too, so I don't know. I just think the main issues with it is just way too weak. You look at Flygon's stats, I think it has 80s in defense and like 100s for attack, special attack, and speed. I think it's either 80 or I think it's 80 HP too. I think that's what it is. I think it's 80s and 100s for its stats. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just going based off I think what I like, at least what I know for sure is what some of its stats are. But like you look at those stats and like especially for Flygon, like those stats were great back in Gen 3 when it was first brought into the game. Like that back then it was justifiable. But like you look at it nowadays, we're going into like Legend ZA here in like less than a year now, hopefully. And like being in Generation 9 now, like we're gonna like the stats. I think it's got power crept. Flygon's one of those mons I think that's experienced some of the most power crept ever. Like I think this thing just flat out just power crept out of the game. That's the real problem with it. Its damage numbers are garbage. No matter how much of a good moveset you can give this thing, like the moveset for this thing is crazy. It gets a lot of really good moves. Really good diverse move pool. Bunch of really cool stuff. It has a pretty good ability. Its typing's pretty good. But at the same time, why would I use Flygon over Garchomp? Apart from like just Tailwind and maybe Levitate. Apart from that though, like legit Garchomp being a dragon ground type does everything Flygon wants to do. Apart from being, I guess you can, if you really wanted to, you can run Special Garchomp too. It would probably even be better. Special Garchomp would probably even be better than Flygon because it has a higher base speed. Funny enough, which just goes to show you how bad this thing is. So if you wanted to run both those, or even just like a standard Garchomp, that's pretty common recently. Like, I think Garchomp's just something you'd rather run over this thing. There's literally no reason to use Flygon, even like over all the other Dragon types. Even like Goodra, there's some of the other Dragon types that really aren't the greatest, that you don't see much play with. Hisuian Goodra, which you ran into. Dragapult, Hydreigon, Haxorus, Garchomp, like Excalibur. Like, there's a bunch of other Dragon types in the format. Like, why would you ever use this thing over like any other Dragon in the format currently? Like, literally no reason. I guess maybe on a Sand team, it has a kind of unique niche, being able to not take chip damage from Sand and being able to use Sash with Levitate. It helps those type of teams with Tailwind and a few other supportive moves. Apart from that, like, there's literally no reason to use this thing. Flygon is awful. That is the verdict. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you guys want to use this team, Rental in the corner, Paste down below. I don't know if I said it at the beginning of the video, but there is a Paste for this team, so that should be down below if you guys want to use this team for some reason on Showdown. Let me know how you guys do with the team. Maybe you guys have a better success with the team. I don't know. I had a lot of bad luck too, where the Flygon either never did like any damage. Its damage numbers were so fucking low to where it never really did anything. Either got one-shotted in return or brought down to Sash and then just did nothing on the next turn anyways. Or just spam Draco Meteor and missed 90% of the Draco Meteors anyways. So, garbage mon. If this was my team, I would genuinely just take this Flygon, I would release it. Like, that's how mad I was towards the end. Like, I could not do shit with this thing at all. Every time I brought this thing, I lost. That is so sad. I would legit, if this was my team, I would actually go into the game and I would fucking release this thing. That's how mad I was. I would just start all over. I throw a different Dragon type onto this team. I go get a Garchomp and I throw it onto this team. Apart from that, though, the rest of the team, not too bad. I just think this team's held back by Flygon. That's just how bad it is. That's my only feedback for this team. Replace the Flygon and throw a Garchomp onto this team, please. I think it'll even be better. Even if you want to run like a special Garchomp, that would be a million times better even. Apart from that, I'm going to get out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, share the video. I'll see you guys in the future one. Peace out, everybody.